Yeah, 2 weeks in.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hello.
My husband joined today.
Hey, Chris, I'm Zabe.
Hey, great to see you. What did you say your name was again?
Zabe.
Zabe. Is
Yeah.
that just another way of saying the handsome guy? Because I don't speak that language.
No.
That's so
Awesome.
funny.
Yeah, I actually that just came on the fly. I did not plan
It's
that.
the Chris effect, right?
Promise. That's the Chris effect, right? Yes. Yeah. What's the occasion?
He actually is because Ramadan just started, his schedule is
Oh.
earlier, so he comes home earlier. So that's why he was
Ooh.
able to join on the call today. And he's like kind of behind on what's going on, but I'm sure he'll
Sure.
catch up as
Yeah.
we're going
Exactly.
through
For
the
sure.
call.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. One thing I'll say is I just spoke with a couple of Muslims who I thought Ramadan was just like no food, right? But no, there goes no water as well. I was like, I can do the food, but you want me to do the water? No.
It's only in
No.
the daylight hours, though. You know, we can still eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think Zarar mentioned, no, not Zarar, Mo
Zarar
mentioned
does it too.
they're both doing it, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Zarar does it. Christian has done it. He's not Christian's not Muslim, but he has done it before because I think he said he wanted to go through and just understand like how the Muslims approach Ramadan
Wow.
because I think if I recall correctly, I think it's basically you don't do it, you don't eat and drink for like 14 hours simply so you know what it feels like for those less fortunate, right? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you kind of go out your way to help, like let's say open doors for or hold a old lady shopping, right? And then you have like community events as well where you help out, that kind of thing. I think that's the gist of it.
Yeah, like it's sunrise to sunset is when we usually fast. So during that time, we can't eat or drink anything. And you're technically fasting from like, any bad habits you have, any swear words, like fasting from like if you're smoking, you can't smoke, like, all these things like you have to refrain from doing. And then after sunset, then you can eat and drink again.
I'm I'm wondering if there's many smokers among Muslims because that would create huge withdrawal symptoms if someone relies on it and has to do it for what, like I think it lasts what, 30 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 days. You'd
Yeah,
be
so
surprised
it's
'cause there's some people we know. My uncle, he's a chain smoker, and he needs like right when we break our fast and eat, like he'll drink some water and he'll just run outside to go smoke. And then I was like, so it's different for everyone. Yeah.
for sure, sure. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, one thing I want to make sure is do you guys have any what's it called? Lost my English for a second. Uh hard stops or anything like that.
No, no hard stops. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So going into the meat and bones of the call, right, is I sent you, I'm not sure if you had a chance. Oh, yes, you have. Yeah, I sent you a video a couple of hours ago. Have you tagged Gabe in the marketing channel?
No, I didn't actually. Let me do
Okay.
that. Do you want me to do that
Actually,
right now?
yeah, you can do
Or
that right now.
okay.
Also, in the meantime, right, me and your husband are gonna have a talk mano a mano.
Yeah. What's up?
Right. Yeah, so while Roman's doing that is I'm curious, how did you two meet?
You could answer.
I don't know. I know. So there's like a Muslim dating app. So we
Sure.
met on that. But we also had a lot of mutual friends that we didn't realize until
That
we
helps.
started dating. We're like, oh damn,
Yeah.
you know so and so, or you know this guy, or you know her.
Yeah.
And then we started asking our friends like, oh, how the other person really is, and like if there's any red
That's
flags to know about or anything. And yeah, thank God everything worked out. Like no red flags.
yeah. That's the best way I think to dating, no matter like how good you are, right, at seducing or whatever, it's always best to go through networks because to do that, you're gonna build a social life,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna have good support and so on. So great.
Oh, sorry. Also in the marketing Slack channel, right? That's where
Yes.
yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, make sure like obviously tag your marketing message or worksheet and then
Yeah,
add the little part about the irresistible offer and or market research. Like it's like if Gabe wants to take a closer look at that so you can give better advice for your marketing message, right?
perfect. Yeah, I did not, yeah, I didn't complete the irresistible offer part yet
For
because then
sure.
I was sure I was like, oh, do I have to do this for a part or
Yeah,
not? So
but
then
I
like,
believe my video covered it, so you'll be fine.
perfect, perfect. Yeah, I will fill that part out because I did watch one of the bonus videos was a call with Christian and Zarar, and it was actually one of the I think it's like one of the clinics that they do,
Uh-huh.
and there was some really great information in there. They were talking about like your unique kind of like your unique offer and like what you can call it and things like that. So it gave me
Hmm.
some really great feedback. Took a bunch of notes too. So I think that'll help me fill out the irresistible
Okay.
offer worksheet. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So let's go over actually before we go over next steps is there anything that you kind of felt was a bit unexpectedly difficult?
I think let me pull it up. So when I was doing the research too, I think like first of all, I've done research on Facebook Ads Library before. So I was
Sure.
looking at the competitors on there and I was kind of surprised to see like a lot of them weren't really running Facebook ads, which just surprised me because I was like, are they just doing that amazing that like they don't need to run Facebook ads or are they not doing that great? So, and then when I did see the ones that were running Facebook ads, I was like, I didn't find I've been in digital marketing before, so
Hmm.
I've worked with a lot of clients. I've read their ad copies and I didn't find
Hmm.
anything that was like phenomenal. Their websites
Hmm.
were amazing though. So, but I remember Zarar was like, your offer is what gets people through the door. A lot of people don't realize that the offer is the main thing that you should craft. Like people work so hard on their sales and marketing and all of that, but like your offer is what gets people in through the door, which is true because that's how I saw their launch my agency's ad on Instagram and I was like, oh, this is
It's
cool. Like one,
kind of like how you do dating too, right? You're like,
yeah.
right, I'm this great person. Yeah. If you're interested in this kind of person, then does this is this app like a swipe or is it
It's like a Muslim Tinder pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
Tinder but for Muslim
Yeah.
people.
okay? I've never used a dating app.
Oh, really?
No, no.
Are they popular in the UK?
I'd say you're asking the wrong person. Right? The way I normally approach it is I would rather just build out a social circle, right? And then go through that way, right? If you want to meet someone who's into fitness, then you make more friends with people who are into fitness, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So now what is it? With that, okay, is right now it's just irresistible offer, right? A
Uh-huh.
marketing message, which I don't think is going to take very long, right? To get the feedback and tune it. And it's not going to be perfect, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Not
I don't
even
really,
Grant Cardone like gets the perfect one right at the start. Goes through a lot of testing. Now, with that, okay, is actually one thing I just want to quickly check is
oh, real quick too. I also I found it hard when I was writing my marketing message. It's like the one sentence. I'm like, what guarantee can I offer that's like
okay.
I'm good at doing? And then I was like, oh, I don't know, like
Yeah,
because I
so
worked with med spas that much before, right? So I was
Yeah.
like, I've worked with so many other clients. I was like, what can I offer? That's why I'm like, it took me a while to come up with those three too.
yeah,
So
so I'll say this about with guarantees, not everyone offers them because they're not always necessary, right?
okay,
Um, and that's a whole subject in itself, right? You could do a program around guarantees.
yeah,
Um, but in short, is guarantees can help, but not everyone stands by them, right? Or believes in them. Now, when you're doing a guarantee, it's simply the guarantee you're offering in a nutshell is to help them scale what they already have, right?
right.
But
Uh-huh.
if they don't have the foundation in place, then you're going to be like, I could skip, I could give you more leads, right? But that might not be the actual problem, because just like scaling a business, okay, is like making someone richer. If you just give it more money or more clients, it can improve the good parts of your life, right? You don't have to clean the house. You could just hire someone to do it, right?
Yeah.
Cooking, all that kind of stuff. But also, it amplifies all of the bad stuff too. Any flaws you have, it will just become more obvious, right? If you for example, if you're not good with spending, right, then you're going to lose that cash pretty quickly, right? And you're not going to have a very stable life or business to scale up from. So, and it's pretty easy when you're on calls with potential clients of, is their marketing really up to snuff, right?
Right.
Because you can tell, like, how do you feel about your marketing? What do you think is the issue? Is the lack of consistency? Or is
Mhm.
the consistency pretty good? You're just struggling to break through that ceiling,
Right.
right? Of course, like let's say you're promising an extra 300K or 400K in revenue, right? You know that if someone wants to go ads, they can't get away with just spending a few $100s. They've got to spend a few thousand at the very minimum for you to
Mhm.
help them get that goal. Otherwise, it's just we'll rebuild your marketing, the ABC of your marketing, so you can get to that point where we can scale. Because we want to scale the positives as much as possible, right? You don't want to scale all of the other mess that you're dealing with right now, do you? They're going to be like, hell no, no one
Mhm.
wants that, right? So that's a red flag in itself, right? Uh, uh, does that answer the question around guarantee? It's just at the end
Yeah.
of it, it's actually just a lot of testing, because you could promise anything, but what's really gonna or what you're gonna really know is how much of a fit or where that person is and how you can help them until you're on the call with them. You won't know until that.
Okay. Yeah, that
Plus,
makes sense. Then do you find people changing their offers all the time, like because they're testing different
ideally, you should be.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Now, how often you do it just depends on the market feedback, because you don't want to change offer just because you feel like it. Unless you've got extra cash to split test, right? By all means. But otherwise, you want to do what you want to scale, right? What the market is attracted towards.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So with that is um what about the Monday mindset call? Because I don't recall you sharing like how that went.
Oh, I don't think just because with Ramadan, I don't think I joined that one this week. Yeah.
What about the replay? Because you can also watch the replay too.
Oh, yeah. I do need to watch the replay. I'll do that today because I was so focused on the worksheets.
Okay.
What was the topic of that this week?
Uh, Let me have a look.
I could pull it up too.
Uh, so we have projecting confidence without arrogance.
Oh, okay.
That
Ooh.
was this Monday's topic. Yeah. So yeah, personally for me, projecting confidence without arrogance is basically speaking less,
Yeah.
right? Because arrogant people love to speak,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. That's true.
So, um, okay. So next thing is, what about the copy clinics? Have you been able to attend or watch any of those replays?
Yeah, I attend last week's was the one I was working, but I had it all on in the background as well.
Okay.
It was who they were going over, but they went over quite a few different people. I liked how personal it was and how open people were because I think like that's my biggest problem where I'm like, hey, like here's my offer or here's my ad copy, and then everyone is kind of dissecting it. Like that makes me a little bit nervous, but then I'm just like,
Of
okay, but
course, who
I
wouldn't
want
be,
everyone's yeah. But I'm like, it's
right?
good to get everyone's opinion on
It
that.
it
And
it, it
yeah,
it's kind of like right, when you're dating and you bring home, right, your partner, you introduce them to the family, and everyone is like looking them down from head to toe, scrutinizing every time, right?
exactly.
You're
Yeah,
like, I hope it
exactly.
goes well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I've
Actually,
always like such a private person that I'm like, okay, but no, this is
I
me getting insight
yeah.
from everyone.
I'm
So
actually
I have
curious.
nothing to share, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
last
curious.
week.
Who was more nervous when introducing each other to each other's families? Who
Oh,
was more nervous?
I think he was more nervous for sure. When he first came over to my house before I even met his parents, he met mine, and he's like profusely sweating, like
It's like a cartoon show.
this
Like,
is
you know, like people are like,
show.
no, that was me.
Like the pits are, yeah, it's like drenched.
Oh, but it's all good now, right? No more sweating.
Oh yeah, no
Oh
more.
yeah,
Now
no
time
more.
for
Now it's been
4 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, here's to another 5, right?
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go over the next thing is have you had a chance, or maybe you've taken a peek at the other videos or part of the curriculum? Have you been doing that?
Yeah, I have. I'm on the last bonus video for module 1.
Okay.
And am I like on the right like track for?
Yeah, yeah. It's basically when you've done all the tasks and you're waiting, it's just continue in numerical order and you let me know as well, right?
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah,
yeah, I just wanted to make sure I'm like not too behind or anything like that. But I'm on the last bonus video. I think it's
sure.
um after the guarantee one. Oh yeah, how to consider guarantee and offers, that one.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to share screen once more. Okay, so okie dokies. So we are here. Okay, so the next thing is while you're doing the offer is the thing I'd recommend now is the modules is I would say start as soon as you're finished the irresistible offer worksheet, right? You're waiting for feedback from Gabe and so on. Is start with module 2A right away.
Okay, 2A.
Right? Yes,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, right? Start reaching out to Scott if you got when you have questions as well. And normally, like from this point onwards, we don't really need to have weekly calls because this is the time where you're really building out, right?
Okay.
Your agency revising bits and pieces here and there. So you're going to be reached for LinkedIn advice. You're going to be reaching out to Scott in the marketing channel. For
Oh,
copy advice, you're going to be reaching out to Gabe in the marketing channel and on calls, right? For sales questions, we have a sales channel,
oh,
right?
cool.
You've got client fulfillment questions, right? Christian can answer a lot of these because he's been in the role of an account manager. I'm sure you know, like he and Zarar have created their own digital marketing agency, right? And they were the account managers at one point. So
Yeah.
they've basically done everything that you're going through right now, right?
Oh,
So you've got a lot of different experts in different areas to reach out to. And what I will be doing is just checking in with you every now and again, right? And if there is something that is a bit too difficult to explain or go over in the Slack messaging or voice notes, you let me know and we'll just schedule an impromptu call, right?
oh, yeah.
But generally speaking, from this point onwards, our next call, naturally speaking, is once you've fully launched LinkedIn and we start Facebook, right? Because that's a whole different game in itself. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, generally speaking, this is what's going to happen is once you finish module 1, the marketing message, you'll be starting LinkedIn. This is
Mhm.
where I'm trying to remember is let me are you using a CRM right now? I don't
No,
think
I'm
you are. Okay. Yeah.
no.
So do you remember the welcome email you received when you signed on with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So down below, there should be some kind of like offer that says you can use a GoHighLevel as a CRM under our umbrella account, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
And that's what's it? I think it's $68 a month, right? To
Oh,
get that same level of access, you'd have to pay $297 a month instead, right? For the same access to the same features. So
oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot better. Now, the only thing you won't be able to do is white label under your account, offer
Okay.
white label services. The only way to do that is create an account yourself. outside of the launch my agency umbrella. But by that point, it's not going to be an issue. Like for now, it's not really going to be much of an issue, right? Because once you clients start rolling in, right? I'm sure you won't, and you want to use white labeling, then you can just create a new account, go high level account, transfer the assets from that one under our umbrella and just put it into a new one.
Okay. I just looked through my emails. I couldn't find that email.
I would say you could just type into the search bar of your email address, go higher level, right? Or launch my agency, and you should be able to find it pretty quickly, right?
Go high,
Any common
go
words you
higher.
can remember from that welcome email, right? Just type it into the search box of your
Um,
email provider, and it should pop up.
yeah, it's too far back. I searched for launch my agency. That's why I was like, was it in the, because the only emails that I see so far, oh, maybe I'm in the wrong email.
Let me, did I receive a... Okay, maybe you want to type in welcome to the LMA Accelerator Mastermind. I think that is the title of the email that you should have received.
Okay, I see. Welcome to the LMA Facebook group. The rest are just, I just see the Facebook group one, and the rest are just my
Who did you speak to again on the sales call?
Zarar.
Uh,
I mean, sorry, not Zarar, Mo. I keep mixing the both of them up. Sorry.
yeah, so I would say you could try to find an email from Mo, M-O, at launchmyagency.com. That might be better.
Okay, I just see the call one, the invitation for the call, the calendar. Okay, introduction to launch my agency Accelerator.
That's possibly it. Does it have any mention of Go High Level?
Oh yes, it does. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
there. I would like, as you're partway through, right, module 2A, you want to be, I'm just trying to remember if you've got a website.
I do
Uh,
for my business.
yes. Were you thinking of revamping that or keeping it as is?
I mean, it depends on what you guys think. I want to get your feedback because I've had the website. I redid it last year. I don't really
Uh,
get too many clients from there. I do want to revamp it to make it more like make it more high converting.
okay. Did you share the link before somewhere?
No, I don't think I did. Let me see.
Okay, if
I'll
you
put in
just,
the chat right here.
yeah.
Are we gonna be sharing everything else, like the socials and stuff like that, or no?
No need to yet.
Okay.
Okay. Let me copy. Is there a typo? Oh, wait, it's W. Okay.
It was like, it should work.
Okay.
And I definitely haven't updated. I feel like I've gotten a lot, like updated my clients since then as well.
Yeah, I
So,
will. Okay, my first thoughts on this is this did you use something like Squarespace or Wix?
uh, this is on Wix. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell it's on Wix because a lot of them are normally one page, or you could do multiple pages. So generally speaking, we recommend at least 4 pages. Like you get a home page, you've got a
Mhm.
services page that go over the kind of digital marketing services that are offered. And then you've got a case studies page, right?
Mhm.
And then you've got a contact page, right? Which is very simple, like fill in details. You want to message us directly or book a call, so on.
If you
Now,
click the top right button with the three lines, that has the other pages on there. But
Okay, yeah, I would try to make that more obvious. Now,
Okay.
the first thing I would say, looking at this, it's hard to read,
Okay.
right? The text is really small, and also that I'm reading this on a big screen as well, and it's still like very small. And um, oh, right, actually, yeah, at the bottom.
Those are the three packages I usually offer, and then other services. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think we talked about this before, is that we want to avoid packages. Did we talk about that
yeah.
before?
I
Yes, okay.
think we did briefly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would personally recommend a revamp, right? Most likely of the text itself, right? Because whether you want to rewrite the copy for the website or you want to hire our team of experts to write it for you, is what you want is going to be, I think, is going to be a lot better than what's already here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, totally
Um,
be open to
yes.
that.
So, yeah, design-wise, I think it can be spruced up a little bit. And the way that would happen is you could do it inside GoHighLevel, which has a basic web builder, which is more, I feel is more than enough for your needs. And
Okay.
there's also templates here, website design templates as well.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
if any point you want us to, you're like, hey Chris, I probably could do it or I can't do it. I just rather you guys do it, then let me know, right? And we can yeah, we can see what you want to hire us to do for you. Right? Because anything we're talking about here, ad copy, setting up Facebook ad campaigns, doing a website or landing page, we do have like either templates or videos that kind of explain how we do it, how we write ad copy and how we recommend you write it, or you could let us do it for you. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, for the copywriting, I definitely probably get your team to help out if we could do
Okay.
that. Um,
Yes. Are we
I think
talking copy in general, or is it copy just for, say, Facebook ad copy?
the copy for the website
Okay.
and probably Facebook app copy if I need it down the line just to see what Gabe says. But I think for
Sure.
now, the website because I don't
Sure.
think I have too much time to work on the website right now
Okay.
too with work and everything. So if that's I
Ramadan doesn't help either.
yeah, that makes it
Right.
harder.
I think, how many
Yeah.
days are you guys in? I think it's what, third day?
It's on today's the fourth day, right? Yeah, today's the fourth
Fourth.
day. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, day
Uh,
four already. But
okay.
yeah, I mean, like usually, like I mentioned, my schedule's flipped. So I work on all my client work. And then once I finish that throughout the night, then I'll
Yeah.
go into my LMA work. So then I'm like, let me just go through the modules and make sure um
Yeah.
do my worksheets and stuff. So yeah, if but I'd love to get the pricing and stuff for that as well.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going through this right now is okay. So obviously we're going to finish the worksheets, right? Once you've done that, just tick it here. Um, actually we have the logo virtual. No, we can keep it as is. And then wait a minute. Oops. We want that. No, we can keep the logo as is. So I would say obviously we can we'll be ignoring the Facebook stuff for now, right? Because LinkedIn comes first, it's faster and easier to do. And then once you've done that, it is simply a matter of going through sales, going through fulfillment, right? Actually, let me bring this up instead. So we've got modules is simply going through LinkedIn, then the sales, fulfillment, right? Outsourcing partners, the legal stuff, and uh, did we talk about how you're currently collecting payment?
Yeah, I usually
Okay.
do it through Zelle or PayPal.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, like both.
Yeah, we would recommend selecting. You could keep one of those as a secondary, but we would recommend Easy Pay Direct. The process does take a little bit longer than trying to set up, say, a PayPal or a Stripe, but yeah, we recommend Easy Pay Direct as a primary.
Easy Pay Direct. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, there's more details just inside module 5, but ideally you want to go through these in numerical order, right?
Oh,
And
yeah, no, exactly.
but for module 3 this is something that has the lowest priority, right? Because this is something you can keep on learning, right? And it's not directly related to building your business. Finding that fulfillment team is. Getting the contracts and new service provider is, right? So that comes first, and while this can be on the back, but module 3 can be on the back burner if need be.
Okay.
Okay. Then once that's done, LinkedIn's up, we can have our next call there, right, to go for Facebook. But if you need a call before then we can do that too.
Okay. So
Okay.
next, okay, so just start LinkedIn for now.
Yes.
And then once that's finished, then we can book a call.
Yeah, but if we need one before, we can do that too.
Okay, cool, cool.
Okay. Okay. Any questions so far?
So website stuff, you'll keep us posted on that.
What do I need to keep you posted about?
I wasn't sure about the
Yeah,
copywriting
so
to
yeah, so um the design, I'm assuming you want to take at the templates, right? And you want to have a look and go high level, see what you can do or want to do yourself, correct?
right, exactly,
Right.
yeah.
Then after you determine that, you'll get back to me as well. And so are you set on wanting us to write the copy for you for your website?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I'd prefer that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, we would want the design completed first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like some people could do it without the design, right? And the designer is like, I would rather have the copy first. But the way we work and our copywriter works is design ideally first, followed by the copy.
Okay.
Now, if you want us to write the website copy for you, right, then here's how it would go is once the design is ready, right, you would get 2 revisions for basically 3 pages, right? The home page, the services page, and the contact us page. There's not really a need for the testimonial page because it's literally just that.
Okay.
Okay. And you get 2 revisions max. Like super tiny edits can do, but obviously we can't do like a million mini super edits, right?
Yeah.
But
No,
for
totally.
that would be $798 for the
Okay.
website copy.
For the
And
website.
then yeah, and if you want additional pages, right, for whatever reason, then that would be $248 per extra page.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. So I'll get started on the design part first, and then we
Okay.
can go from there, right? Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. If there is nothing else, I will ask a question that I've asked some of the other team members who are Muslims. I asked them earlier is once Ramadan is done, what food do you crave the most?
What do you crave most?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, because even though we're fasting, we crave foods, and when we crave it, we'll get that for dinner. You know, because we can
Yeah.
still have it. It's just
Okay,
that
what do you crave? What do you find yourself craving more for during Ramadan
Oh my God, literally everything. Like
then?
sometimes,
yeah.
sometimes sushi, sometimes like taco, sometimes Mediterranean food, Chinese food is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, what's some of your favorite Chinese food then?
It's like a Uyghur Chinese food.
Like like Indo
It,
Chinese. No.
that's not Indo. It's
Oh,
Uyghur.
it's Uyghur Chinese food, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
What
I don't know how
food?
to. You know, have you heard of like Uyghur Chinese?
Yuga. Can you spell it?
I don't know how to spell
Yuga.
it. They're like the
Oh, wait a minute. I'm just Googling it right now.
because in China, it's like the largest like Muslim population of
Oh,
Chinese.
the northern China, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
the southern side doesn't have any like practically no Muslims.
yeah.
It's more northern.
But yeah,
I'm not aware.
there's a lady that came out from there, and in California, she made up like opened up so many restaurants of that style that everyone falls in love with it. Doesn't matter where you're from, it just tastes so good. It's so
Well,
tasteful.
food is food at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
You should ask for her marketing strategy because she'll open a restaurant and she'll build it. It'll go amazing, and she sells it.
Sells
And she
it.
opens another
Yeah,
one.
rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
She's
Yeah,
opened up like
I think it's just purely the food.
Yeah.
Something tells me that you guys might know who Uncle Roger is.
yeah, Uncle Roger. uh, the food guy, like the food.
Food
He's on
comedian.
TikTok, but yeah, food
Oh
comedian.
yeah.
He
goes
got
like
famous.
Gordon
He got
Ramsay.
famous. Yeah, he got famous for critiquing other people's egg fried rice. That's how he started off.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah,
was funny.
yeah. So he's quite funny. But I prefer one of my favorite comedians is Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah, he said what I think one of his favorite jokes is was it there's 5 levels of sizes, right? There's big, large, something, but then he's like, and number 5 is fluffy.
Number 5 is
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Oh, he cracks me up.
Oh, yeah. That's
But
funny.
yeah, anyway, is there any, like, before we wrap up for today's call, is there anything that you kind of feel a little bit unsure or worried about that we can go over? Or
Is it just want to make sure that like I'm on the right track? Do you recommend doing and me doing anything else, or if I'm lacking on anything? I remember I mentioned that in the first call too, and sometimes I do forget to do certain things like the weekly check-in. So I put a reminder on my phone for that every week.
yeah, so I would say right now you're doing well and you're exactly where you need to be.
Okay.
Okay, but if something does pop up, or maybe you're being a bit unreasonable, right? Because business is tough, right? It's not easy,
Yeah.
even with a team of experts helping you out. Then I know I've got your permission to basically tell you,
Yeah.
right? So wouldn't
For
worry
sure.
about that.
Awesome. Yeah. Then I'm excited. I feel like now it's like finally starting to like get more clear. Even though the worksheet did take some time to do, but then I'm like, oh, it's gonna be super helpful for
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the next
One thing
step.
I also want to ask is, how are you feeling about the process as a whole so far? Like, is there anything that kind of caught your eye, or is kind of unexpected, or is it?
I think all the value that we're getting for
Uh-huh.
sure has been really cool because I don't just watch the videos. I have like a separate like tab open, a window open where I'm like taking notes on everything that you guys are like spewing all the value. So like about the offer, I think that really caught my eye because I was like, oh, that's actually true because I feel like I've worked so hard to like make sure I'm fulfilling orders properly and doing the sales call properly that I don't even focus on my offer. And that's probably why I didn't get the amount of clients that I needed,
Yeah.
or wanted. So that definitely caught my eye. Um, what was I gonna say? The market research was actually, it was honestly a pain in the butt to do, but it was, it was very helpful. And the end, I was like, oh wow, like this actually was cool because I remember starting off and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna take a while, but because I'm very just like very thorough with everything, so but yeah, it definitely helped out. I'm like, well, okay, wow, now I saw my competitors, and this is necessary. You need to do the work in the back in order to, develop
Of
your
course.
offer and
It's
succeed. So
like it's like finding your ideal husband, right? You need to do a little bit of research first.
Of
exactly.
course, of course.
The FBI work comes
I
to
Right, you're like, Mom, what do you think, right? Do you know any, do you know, it's like mom speak, right? I'm sure sometimes they have the
yeah.
wrong
Make sure your
line.
house is okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. But
Anything else?
no, I think other than that, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, but then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm like just getting ahead of myself. So
Sure.
um yeah.
But whenever you feel kind of stuck or unsure, right? Do you remember what I told you? How long should you be stuck for before you reach out to help? Do you
A
remember?
day.
A
A day.
day,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And of course, if like the response has slipped by for more than a day, then we'll just give each other a friendly reminder. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
awesome. Okay, well, one thing I want to ask is, are you guys still fasting right now?
Yeah.
We are, yeah.
Okay.
It's like
How many more hours do you have?
4 more hours. Yeah.
4 more hours. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fasting and then the meal that comes
Thank
afterwards.
you. Yeah. What time is it over there right now?
It is almost 10:15.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow,
I
okay.
don't know why I thought it was like it's a 7 hour difference.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you guys are Mountain Standard, correct?
Pacific
Actually, no,
Pacific.
Pacific Standard. Yeah, there's a 7 hour difference. It'll go back to 8 hours at the end of the month because the UK and the US, we don't move our clocks at the same time. For whatever reason that may be, it's
What?
completely eludes me.
Oh,
Asia's got
wow.
it. Asia's got the right mindset though, right? They
Yeah.
don't mess around with the clock. They just keep it
Yeah.
as is.
I love
It's
that.
like that.
Yeah. We just changed last Saturday night and we're like, oh man, we're changing the clocks. We're starting Ramadan on Monday. Like it messed us up so bad.
Yeah.
So we're getting used to it now. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, when you need help, you know where to reach out. Zarshan first and then Slack channel. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank
See you.
you.